me. There we go. My camera was being very rude. Hey, Jenny. And hey. It's always fun when it wants to misbehave on me. I don't think it let me actually put in any search terms on this thing. So that's always fun when you go, hey, no one can find it because it's not searchable, even though it exists. And I was finishing up watching Two Towers. Hey, then. I get distracted when I'm looking at all the eye candy. The chaos goblins have infested your deck. So what's everyone up to tonight? We're gonna start all the chaos with all the gremlins. Still ignoring my reading. Jenny, you gotta read your books, because then you can give people crap about disturbing you when you're trying to read your books. Here, watching Luna play Civ 6 and maybe read. Nice. Hey, how are you? Not sure. Got 5 videos recorded this morning. Now I have to edit. Oh, geez. I thought I was doing good getting 2 that needs some slight editing. So they're going to be sitting there for quite a while. Just been faffing with my channel icons and learning new phone. My mind just wants to go dirty with faffing. I don't know why, but yep. Oh, honey, you ain't late. I just got here myself. Sourdough, nice. Oh yeah, I should have a video up tomorrow. Nice. I'm not sure if I'll get any out or not. Like, I recorded my fairy tale last week, and then I did a wrap up and a unhaul this morning, but they all have a little bit of work to do. Yeah, he still hasn't answered my email, so you have to be our checkup person, Ven. He's being very bad at communicating. Ben's having issues with his butt. Right, Uncle Ben, she's watching Spider-Man. And he's hot. Hi, William. Lucky I still have to edit my stuff and work on the final animation. Going insane. That can definitely happen. I just have to put pictures up. It's just really annoying to have to try to find all those pictures. It's what's got. I'm dragging my feet. I was like, all right, I recorded some long videos of here's all the series that I've started and whether or not I'm going to continue them or I finally managed to finish them. But that means I have to find 45 pictures for each video. That's a lot of pictures. And then I gotta watch myself so I know where to put them. I don't want to watch myself for that long. Well, it depends what kind of button you're trying to push. I might get into one. I've got to hit up Randy Ray. I know me and him are overdue for another one. And I got to get all the chaos into one place, but I'm still waiting to hear what time I'm actually going to be getting off work for the next few weeks. They don't like to tell us that. We used to have a set 4-day schedule. Now you'll find out on Tuesday or Wednesday. Makes it hard for planning. So I know Elaine's got a big joint one coming up for everyone's birthdays. So what all cake is everybody getting into for all their birthdays and anniversaries and whatnots? I got my 150 video. Just need to do a little editing and addition. Planning. What is this you speak of? Yeah. We're not very good at that part. That's why I just hit the record button and see what happens and then throw in pictures as my version of editing. Ooh. Well, happy 40th when it gets here. My TBR is getting out of control. I'm hoping to get at least 15 books read this month, but my focus is failing. 15 is a lot if they're actual books. I mean, I've been reading this since December and I'm still only that far in. And it's kind of sad. Yeah, I'm only on page 111 after like 5 days. That is shameful for this small of a book. Not sure. We'll see what hubby picks up. Ooh. So you better pick up something good. See ya. Jenny's not getting out of control. Her TBR already is out of control. Thanks for stopping in. Ben just needs to remember, don't eat the cake before the live. Yeah, Ben. Always get some spare cake. Too late. I ate it all yesterday. Now you're gonna have to go get more cake. Jeez. There's totally controlled chaos, but you know, we'll go with it. Some books will be read. More than that will be bought, but some will be read. As long as you almost get a net deficit, it counts. How is February already out of control? We're only a couple days into January. I know you haven't planned that far in advance. Oh, I mean, my January is already a mess because, well, I picked books and then was like, oh, yeah, no, I'm not going to actually end up reading those. Get their consent first. No random poking, Van. Bright ideas are great until people say yes. Usually you're waiting for them to say no and go, oops. I've still got a long ways to go. I'm still telling people I'm 3 because, you know, what's the point? They're not going to let me play with the explosives, then I'm going to be, you know, a minor. Did my beefcake tag video. Books add up to over 6,000 pages, and I only counted 1 wheel of time. Oh my jeez. That's a lot of pages. Well, that is one way to do it. You get prestige levels. 40 is great. You stop aging and just level up once you hit it. It's not prestige, it's Paragon. At least in Diablo. I put a minimum of 15 books on each month's TBR in order to try and clear out some series. My optimism is already waning and we're only on the 4th. Yeah, trying to read 15 physical books is yeah, I'm doing good if I get like 6. Though if they're really short, you know, those are kind of nice, but I never know what I'm going to read off my Kindle because I never know what I have. So it's hard to plan when I don't know what my options are. I pick a handful of books off the TBR shelf and then just see what shows up on Kindle. Free is the best price. The only better one is if you can get them to pay you for it. I'm still trying to figure out how to do that. Do you have any series that are only like little duologies or trilogies? Good thing I only read Kindle. It goes everywhere with me. That is how I get most of my reading done. Like, oh, I'm done with my work. Except for my ADD has been kicking in and I've only read like 30 pages in the last 3 days. And it's a really good book. It's How to Murder Your Employer. And I was already half done with it after work the other day. I don't have a monthly TBR. I just grab what I want to read as I finish a book. I like to have like a general idea of, depending on what mood I'm in, here's a book for each of my like genres and moods. And then see if I'm in the mood for them when, I finish a book. I'm trying to prioritize the ones that I thought I'd read that I really haven't. And that's about as far as my planning is going. And I already know that's not going to work because I have some that are farther in series than I thought they were. And I don't have the earlier ones. I asked for the book free and then asked if they wanted to come on for an interview, and they said yes. Shameless, but awesome. About a dozen of my series require me to only read the last book, and yet still I fail. Well, do you remember what happened in the series up until the last book? Or are you going to have to, like, start over so you can remember what the heck's going on? Because that is dangerous. I keep going, I remember this. And I already know it's going to bite me because there's a James Rollins book coming out next month that is the last book in a fantasy trilogy. It was supposed to be out last year when there would have only been like 13 months in between. But I'm going to pretend that I remember, even though I've read like 200 books since then. And it's going to bite me, but I'm going to do it. I have a TBR for this month, but I know some will carry over to next month. As is always the way, I don't trust people that actually stick to their TBR and read the whole thing. How to do something memorable things in this next 24 days. Last days as a young person. Go crazy, William. You can do it. The closest I have are the book events and buddy reads. Beyond that, it's a free-for-all. Yes. I still need to hit up Alan and make sure he's still down for the Dean Koontz in February. Usually the first chapter jogs my memory of the previous books. That's my problem with murder mysteries, because one day I'll learn words. I was like, oh, there's like 70 in this series. I haven't read this one, so I pick it up and then go, oh, no, this is the one that I read. I just forgot until 2 chapters in. Like, I'll remember most of the overall, so I can like fake my way through. But if they like go, hey, what about this specific event? And remember, this character said this, which haha was foreshadowing. I'm screwed. I don't remember it. I'm like, I hope they will explain something because I really do not remember the details. But I always pretend that my brain works. I should know better. I don't, but I should by now. So what book is everyone pretending to read tonight? My plan for February was originally a finish up February event where I finish continue series. It may actually work with some of the options. Nice. Good luck. Book 1, Wheel of Time. Well, 0.5, as I have book 1 split into 2 books. That is so weird. Hey, Luna! How are you? I'm determined to read For Whom the Bell Tolls. JC's book will be my first 2025, even if it takes me all month. Well, good luck, and hopefully it doesn't take all month. Everybody's saying hi. Maybe the demonologist. Red wheel this afternoon, but someone was playing with his buttons and I had to stop and read messages. No names, Van. Hey, Luna, fancy meeting you here. I love how everyone just bounces between everyone's stuff. It's so great. I admit nothing. You ain't gotta admit it. We already know. You done and got caught. I just popped by because I saw you were streaming. Well, thank you for coming in. Hopefully you have a good rest of the night. Get some good sleep. Yeah, our community is the best. And you always blame Noah, and it's part-time a lie. All the overlap, it really is great. Everybody just chatting and chilling. So you're just blaming Noah because, he won't be here for a few weeks to defend himself. How far are you into your book, Jenny? Are you, got a little bit in, or you kind of like me and just barely into it so far, so you got a while to go? Mm-hmm. We need our Noah updates, Van. We're counting on you to walk next door and harass him. Since, he's not answering us. It's kind of rude. I don't have a passport to go pick on him. So you have to be our Noah updater until he learns, to use his fingers again. How did his first week back go? Did he manage to make the whole 20 hours? Yeah. It's not like we won't pop in anyway, even if we're like, oh, hey, I didn't know this was happening till here you go. That's probably for the best. Hey, you're 20% in and less than 20% into the month. You're still doing good. Yeah. You got this. You just got to read 100 pages a day and you could be done in a week. Unless it's a really bad book and then you do 50 and get it done in 2. So, yeah. Hey, that'll still put you with an extra, week to go. He has been more bad than normal at answering messages last couple of days. I will poke him properly. Oh my geez. Yeah. I was hoping he'd be, better at it because, yay, new doctor. Actually, maybe getting some answers might get him in a better mood. But if they're still not getting anywhere either, that can, just get you in a funk. Mrs. 3 times audio. I still don't know how the heck you do that. I would be so confused about what the chipmunks are doing. I have 1,000 books to get to. Only 1,000? Dang. You've already quartered your reading. The funny books are much easier to get through. Love it. And let him know we're all sending him love and hugs. And there will be aggressive pokes if he doesn't respond well to the love and hugs. True, but rude. They're not allowed to have holidays off. I'm ignoring the rest for a while. If I don't see it, it doesn't exist. That's why I lose ebooks all the time. Aggressive love. We will be sending it out. You've given him a load of test appointments the other doctors refuse to do, so things are moving at least. Well, that is a nice change. That is definitely an upgrade from the last, idiots. Which is the nicest thing I can say about, what to call those folks. Mm-hmm. They do the tests and actually look at the results, might finally figure out what the heck and be able to start going from there. Hopefully they will get him sorted out quickly once they start actually, doing something. Baby Chaos Goblin, I like it. We got the little baby Chaos Goblin and our big Chaos Gremlin. We have D on the 12th, so he's likely avoiding me because I want his character info so I can figure out how to set fire to. It's not nice, Ven. You have to be nice to him while he's messed up. And get him back once he's, feeling better. Oh, gee. I was watching Two Towers earlier. We can't go and... Especially as I have been called a chipmunk before. No, I don't. They are making me run the game. They're not making you. You're choosing to try to, murder his character. Because that makes you happy. He's just gonna drown Ven before Ven can set him on fire. Because you're probably not even gonna, get actual fire so you can at least make some s'mores to go along with it. I mean, come on now. You gotta have some actual fire. Or make some snacky snacks. I'm gonna... You can't have a blizzard. The fire's way more fun. Set them all on fire. Oh, I'm still waiting to see if we actually get snow this weekend. Supposedly, we're getting like 6 inches. I don't believe it. I think that's sky measurements for, an inch. I might actually be trying to do a vlog video of this week, which may include planning. I'm not sure I believe you. Aim at Noah. The rest are just collateral damage. Oh, Jenny. Somebody's thinking about Dairy Queen. I remember the last time I've had one of those. I was probably in elementary school. Though I do like their whatever they call them at Sonic. Sonic's food is absolutely disgusting. But their drinks and their ice cream, I am not supposed to have it because all the sugar, but get one of them big old ice cream milkshakey thingies and I'll be eating it for the next month. I have so much junk food at the house that I already can't have, but now I really want some ice cream. Dang it! But I want it with like caramel or strawberries mixed in. And how long did it take him to forgive you? Either a couple of years, but now I'm craving one. Ooh, or like a float. Oh, I want. See, my problem with ice cream, like, ooh, it all sounds really good, and I can't pick a flavor because I want all of them. But then I eat like 2 bites of one. I'm like, yeah, I'm good for the next 3 months. I don't actually want this. It's like there's like a really good. I love a mint chocolate chip. Or, when I'm feeling fancy and get the expensive little, pints, there's this like white chocolate raspberry truffle. Oh, it's so good. It'll be freezer burn because it'll take me a year to actually eat that. See, I'm Southern, so I still get excited when I actually get snow because they only get it like once every 10 years. When he runs the game, though, that's where the fun chaos truly begins. But does he ever run the game, or do you just run it and try to kill him? We have snow. Yeah, but you're in Canada. You're supposed to have snow. Don't tell me I can't break D&D Hogwarts at level 3. I will take it as a challenge. Is it D&D or Hogwarts? Because those are different. Oh, that is so freaking good. Like, I don't usually do root beer floats. It's always like, it's something fruity and vanilla, or weirdly enough, Sprite and mint chocolate chip make a really good mix. I don't know why I ended up doing that one day, but oh, it is so freaking good. I'll take it. I don't know how it's going to get from Scotland to here. It might melt, but I'll take it. Actually, we're not supposed to get above freezing for like the next 6 days, so it might last. You don't do ice cream floats, Jenny? What do you do with your Coke and ice cream? He has not run a game for a while. I think I traumatized him. With cream soda. Cream soda's a little, like, you can't do cream soda and vanilla. That's just too boring. Ew, you can't separate it. That's just wrong. No. Cream soda is good if you do like an orange sherbet. It's like a reverse, dreamsicle. Oh, so many good combinations. Or make like a, you know, alcoholic Marilyn Monroe or something. This is weird. I don't know how it happened. And Jenny got so grossed out that she abandoned us. Because we've only got 2 people, so somebody's a ghost. Nope, I can't do it. I think that I can, and then go, I'm not in the mood for it. Now, if you give me like cookies or cake, then I have to remember that I am going to have a headache and muscle spasms if I, continue that way. Oh, that's good in theory, but their cookie dough isn't as good as mine. They don't use enough butter and brown sugar in their dough. Or enough vanilla. But you got to get the cookie dough ice cream and then drizzle like vanilla, or not vanilla, caramel sauce over it. It's super good. For those of you that aren't like going to go into a diabetic coma in 4 bites. Or just get like vanilla bean ice cream and make your own cookie dough and just mix it in. So what's your favorite ice cream then, Jenny, that you like to devour? Mrs. doesn't make it into a float. But you don't put it on cake and pie either. You would be hungry, you'd just be craving more. Like, I'm not hungry. I had 2 slices of pizza. I'm full. But now y'all really got me thinking about all the ice cream that I can't have and I don't have. I'm counting. Yes. We need to know. We know Elaine has 200. We got to know, who won. Only the physicals. We're not bringing Kindle into this. We don't talk about the ebooks. Those are our private shame. So I might put myself on blast just to be like, keep myself accountable and see if I actually make a dent. Most of the Ben and Jerry's are good, but Mackey's makes great smooth vanilla. I have never heard of Mackey's. Ben and Jerry's a little too rich for my blood. I usually get Briars or I think it's Blue Bunny. They have a soft serve that's low sugar, so I can actually have it without getting the shakes. If we don't include ebooks, Elaine has battered me. I doubt that. As many ones as you did, she might win, but I don't think it's going to be by a huge margin. I would be genuinely terrified to count how many Kindle books I got last year. I haven't looked up on how to do that. But it's not my fault. I only paid for like 4. So, If there are credits that I had to use up or if it was free, it doesn't count. And I think I bought, there were either 3 or 4 Leslie Langtree books that were 99 cents as opposed to $6. So, I mean, how could I not? I needed my 99-cent giggles. Because You gotta love when the 9-year-old, Girl Scouts are potentially the, murdering masterminds. Because never trust the small children. They're just pimping out the cookies. Which is why I need to learn to make shortbread so I can make my own Samoas. Because, yeah, that's how my brain works. It's the only reason to learn to make shortbread. Because then I can dip them in chocolate and smear them in caramel and coconut. And then I don't have to pay $5 for 12 of them once a year. But you'll have to test it out. We'll be your little, control group and see if it works, but I'm betting we all fail. It's like first step into and not buying books. Buy a book that tells you how to not buy books. Then we have to have sponsors to hold us to our thing, and I don't know who's going to sponsor us maniacs. Bookaholics Anonymous. Okay, so from Amazon, including ebooks, is 372. Okay, so you're definitely winning. Elaine only had 200. That's just your Amazon. That is. You might have more ebooks than me for last year. Overall, I got you beat, but you might have bought more than me. I go check. One more project for 2025. Thanks, Jenny. I bought a book about helping with procrastination that I bought in 2016, which I still have. If that isn't the definition of procrastination, I don't know what is, and I love it. I feel like that would be us. See, freebies are dangerous. But I mean, it would just be irresponsible not to get free ones. So, like, what are you supposed to do? Now you've got me flippin' curious about how many I got last year. Let's see. Oh yeah. Well, I forgot. I got 2 more, but I didn't buy them. I got some ebook gifts. So those don't count. Man, you definitely beat me. I definitely got more books than that. But did you buy more than that last year? Or, we know you got way more than that to begin with. Maybe 35 from other places. Physical looks to be maybe 120. Oh my geez. Your physical buys of last year are my entire TBR. Yo. Minus like 5. Oh, because I'm curious, but I am not counting through all these pages. Acquired on the 29th. Oh, so that one doesn't count. Oh my goodness. I individually counted. Oh, that's gonna. Yeah. I'm just gonna have to like skip a few pages and see when I get to next year because it's giving me 25 books, but I have one that, you know, was from this year. So that's pretty good. I only got one book in 3 days. I didn't put everything in my haul videos. Not doing that. I'll still be counting in February. That's when you just go, do from newest to oldest and just skip like 20 pages in and see if like, oh, I'm still on this year. Just keep counting random pages. That's what I'm about to do. How many pages of books did I buy last year? Let's see. Let's see. How many did I go through? May. A couple may have been purchased for other people, but that wouldn't make a dent. And I did put in my haul videos, made counting easy. See, my hauls are only for my physicals, so it's a little bit harder. We're not talking pre-orders because they haven't arrived yet. Anything that is not in my house yet does not count. That might be a good idea for this year. Do a haul and like wrap ups and hauls and one for tags. Might make things a little bit easier. Oh, so March. Sort of folder to count this year's purchases. I have a playlist of them. I missed some off them by accident. You bought so many you forgot you bought them. I love it. So I got 223 last year. Almost every single one of those was free. So, Geez, man, you got more ebooks than I did last year. I thought the only one that was going to beat me would be Jenny. Sometimes I recorded a video, then after uploading bomb. For shame. So I do have to download a couple because Daddy sent me emails of some of the ebooks he bought me, but it's being mean on my phone. So I have to remember to do it through my email on my computer. I didn't count ARC author given, so maybe add another 15 on. I need to decide if I'm staying with Goodreads or switching to Storygraph. I can track my reading and move data to Excel spreadsheet. Yeah, I was gonna like move it. I'm like, all right, end of the year, proper breakdown. But then I didn't get around to it, and I'm like, I don't want to start over and have to go find everything on 2 places. I'm already on Goodreads. It keeps track of everything. Plus, Goodreads has my wish list of here's all the books that I want that I don't own. That I haven't, saved off of Kindle Unlimited. You think you might meet someone that has a bigger book problem than you. I mean, I didn't think I was gonna get beaten. Then we found you. I do love that. I just have to put in my physical, which is way easier because I don't read nearly as much. Like I finished 166 books last year. Only 63 of those were physical. So I had to input very little comparatively. It usually, like, when I open up a book, it gives me an option to go, hey, do you want to mark this as reading or like finished? And so I'm like, no, because I don't know if I'm going to like it. I might read 3 pages and go, I'm not in the mood. So then I have to go and move it to want to read and then try to find it later because it won't do it a second time. Oh man, every time I open a book, it's like, hey, do you want to acknowledge this? And then usually I finish a book while I'm at work. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not connected to the internet. So then I have to go and actually do it later. It'll acknowledge that it's done, and take it off, but it won't give it a rating or let me do it. But it always wants to put them on there when I start. I'm like, Sometimes I accidentally open it up for like, all right, I got work tomorrow. I won't have the internet, but I'm going to finish this book. So I'll go ahead and like open 2 of them. Like, I'm not actually reading that yet. That's for tomorrow. So the dates are wrong. I had 105 read, but tally page says 100. I am not going through all of them to find out what they did. That's evil. They're robbing you of 5% of your books. I'm going to trust that mine is mostly correct because, yeah, I realized that I messed up some of my wrap-ups, plus they're mixed in this whole random playlist. And I am not going through 300 videos to find those wrap-ups. Yeah, but that's because all yours are physical. I don't know how you managed to read 105 physical books. Like, I cannot fit that in. I know I'm going to finish a book with no internet connection. I normally just leave the last couple pages till I get home. But then what am I supposed to do? I want to know how it ends, dang it. I am too impatient for that. Bug me, I'm trying to read. Quit freaking talking to me. I'm on break. Go away. Hey, Jaleesa, how are you? We're trying to see who has read the most book. Well, this one is who bought the most books and whether we want to do Goodreads or Storygraph. We're kind of pro-conning it. How's work treating you tonight? Are you almost home free? I don't have a life either, but my mind just goes, wee. I give up on focus and then I just end up watching puppy videos while mine are being butt heads or tucking themselves in. Sometimes I connect to my phone's internet. Mine is very sketchy. Counting down to the weekend. Nice. Only a couple more hours to go. Hopefully. Sneaking any reading in tonight? So I'll probably start our first sprint in about 10 minutes. Me and Vin had a really weird thing of we actually agreed on food and let Jenny be the weird one this time. I have about an hour left. I use both because I read a lot of ebooks and it's easier to record because Kindle is connected. I think that's why we all like it. It does half the work for us. It gets page counts and stuff wrong, but my favorite is when I've done like that little scan thing goes, yeah, I'm reading this book, and it goes, is it one of these 4 books you've never heard of? No. Hey, that is nothing to sneeze at. There have been years where I've barely gotten 50 books. So this year I just read a lot of short ones and I DNF'd like 12. But hey, I started them and I will never touch them again. They are finished as far as I'm concerned. Oh, you got the angry copy. Mhm. Like what? I scanned one of mine 5 different times, and every time I did, it's like, here's 4 options. Are any of these it? And it was a different option every time. None of them were even close. Yay! We are a very enthusiastic group over here. Except for when we're angry. And then we're enthusiastic the wrong way. Like when I did my unhaul video and there was some blame on in there. I might have just growled at the camera. I typed in the ISBN and it still came up in German. It refuses to agree that it exists in English. Like this book, there's something wrong with this book. We do not allow this in English. See, it hasn't affected my TBR that much. It has affected my wish list. Because, yeah. The library only seems to like the books that Ven recommends. And even then, it's, very, very small amount. Sometimes the scanner won't even be on a book and it's still pulled. What? Okay, that one might just be possessed. And yet, he's Lord of something. I think he just wishes he was Lord of the Boobs. Booktube has affected my bank account. Nah, I'm broke. I'm good. I've got a gift card, so I'm trying to be good because I'm like, ooh, I have books that are on sale on Amazon. And I got gift cards for Christmas. But then I'm trying to be good because I'm like, that's still $10, $12 for a book that I might not like because I've never read that author before. Now, if I'd already read a couple in the series, I'm like, screw this book ban. It's 40% off. So I'm trying. But it's very tempting because it's not really my money since it's a gift card. I'm more likely to spend it. But I feel like it's on a wish list. It's on Amazon. It's not going to get lost. So I can find it whenever once I decide if I like the author or not. I have to have a bank balance. Who's going to pay for my puppies? I do now, due to not buying books. So instead, I have bought tech. Isn't tech more expensive than books? Unless you only buy the pretty covers. It's a good thing you got a promotion then. It'll give you a little bit more money. So you can really be allergic. Yeah, but I think I have 2 more years to live, so I can't spend it all yet. I have a Visa gift card, but those suck at using online. So you're like, oh, you need 2 cents more and you can't do it partial online. So I don't use those on my Amazon. But then I got Amazon gift cards. I'm trying to tell myself to be good and use those because I know next month will be all the dog food, and that's $200 right there. It will be. I did not need a new phone. Oh, Ven. I do need a computer though. I have new video games I wish to purchase and play this year. Yeah, video games and computers are expensive. Yes, we do, because we need some way to escape reality so that we don't all, you know, go bonkers and start taking out people that are begging for it. We need our distractions to keep us, you know, legal. Because if I didn't have a way to ignore the real world, they would be finding out this isn't a dye job. Reading books saves lives. People disturbing me when I'm reading my book puts lives in danger. And then I have to show them that the pen might be mightier than the sword, because they can be used the same way. That's why I always have a pen in my ponytail, in case the face doesn't work. And you have to, don't make me. And then they go, oh crap. And they walk away and I don't have to do it. Because I'm not about to threaten to hit them with my phone. That's way too expensive. Now, the old textbooks, those were good. Those are blunt force instruments. I have a whole bookcase in the dining room for those. Oh, that. Have you seen those little, like, hair chopstick thingies that are actually weapons? I can't decide if I want the axe or the sword. I haven't read him yet, though. I don't own any of those. So I'm not that big into fantasy. I like the urban fantasy. Those tend to be smaller. I may watch a politics thing while we sprint. I want to see Amazon being dragged by politicians on a select committee. See, I can't do politics because ain't nothing good coming out of it, and I'm already angry. I'm trying to not get angry. I live. You forget, I live in America. I can't afford to go on blood pressure meds. What is this phone book you speak of? I haven't seen one of those since high school. I can't cut my hair. If it gets cut, then I just look like I electrocuted myself. It needs to be able to go in a ponytail. Which is why I'm really pissed. I had him cut it like just long enough that it would fit in my ponytail. And one side does. And then one side I have a little bit that refuses to grow and curls weird, so it won't quite reach unless I pull it just at the right angle. And the other side's like, whatever, we're way back here. All because it refuses to curl. If you are so good at an employer, why are your staff always on strike is a fair question to be asked. I mean, I use Amazon all the time, but yeah, they are kind of. That is wow. But then you might like leave, follicles, and then there's DNA, and you're you're not supposed to leave evidence. Because then you have to get rid of it or pay off a jury or actually face punishment. And if they deserve it, then they don't deserve all the effort to get away with it or you suffering the punishment of them getting what they deserve. Which is what I have to remind myself. If they deserve a very excruciating punishment, they don't deserve the effort for me to get away with it. Let me just go buy a book or go write a short story and off them that way. Then I can keep offing them, and if I do a really good job, someone might pay for it. Ooh, I have found crisps. You mean chips. We might have a violent tendency going on here. Or as a Scorpio, some well-timed words can be worse. Yeah, it's potato chips. He's just being a weird Brit again. Chris sounds like you just like overcooked something and you're trying to pretend that it was on purpose. But really you just forgot it was in the oven. Ooh, thanks for reminding me I have crisps too. You keep misspelling chips. The sweet Thai chili. Is that the Doritos? Because those are chips. And they come in the little purple bag and they're delicious. Your packet is wrong. Okay, it's very wrong because I've never heard of Walkers before. So you're just ripping off the Doritos with your sweet Thai chili. No, you do not put garlic mayo on chips. Those are fries. And yes to the ketchup, still no to the garlic mayo. Garlic mayo is for burgers. Chips get ketchup or chili and cheese. Though I'm kind of contemplating doing like a weird. I don't feel like actually frying up a burger, so I might just do up some seasoned ground beef on seasoned fries. Sensations, huh? That's dirty. Why are you eating dirty chips? Glazed ham. What the heck? You eating some wrong stuff. Ketchup and gravy? Oh no, Elaine. You had me at the first part. Gravy is for like mashed potatoes and meat. Like the white gravy that goes on biscuits. I will acknowledge chips with chili and cheese or gravy, but not on french fries. Ooh, that'd be tasty. I have Ren and saucy Nick. I have no idea what on earth that one is. They're the best knickknacks. That's a weird name for a snack. You say knickknacks, and I think of all the little like trinkets on my shelves, or at a grandma's house. Now, are you talking actual food? Because lemon, like shrimp scampi, is a meal. That is not a chip flavor. That's just wrong. What the heck? Y'all get some interesting flavored chips. Oh, and I got plug in. Don't die. There. We have a type of crisp called fish and how do you have chips called fish and chips? That's just wrong. Yeah, some with knickknacks stuff you have to dust. Yeah, I probably am past due for dusting again. Fish and chip cookies? That's just wrong. That one is pretty good. I love a good barbecue chip, but that Thai sweet chili or the bottom part of the Cool Ranch Doritos bag, because they never have enough seasoning on top. But those bottom ones, oh, those are good. I tried the blazing buffalo and ranch today, and ugh, I was so sad. I was all excited, and it tasted kind of. We get them in work sometimes. The first time I had fish and chips was surprising because I didn't expect. Yeah, that is kind of. Mm. I'm more like I like the cocktail sauce. I don't like the vinegar tartar stuff. Frazzles? What on earth is frazzles? Discos is not food. That's a 70s dance. Palm bears? Is that like pomegranate gummy bears? Dusting interferes with my reading time. But around Halloween, dust is okay. That's just, that's decoration. Pickled Now you're just making up gross flavors. Calm down, Grandpa. My knickknacks are seeming inadequate now. I've never seen those ones. Then again, ours is weird. Like, very once in a blue moon, they'll get the Tapatio ones, and then like it'll be 6 months before they have them again. And those ones are so good. I don't know. I'm not letting Vin pick the flavors. Over here, pickled onion and fish and chips. Pop frazzles. Those are. I am so confused. So Van is gonna pick like the worst things ever just to traumatize me. I'm on to you. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely need some pictures because this is just all sounding really crazy. Monster Munch. What is onion is gross. Pickling it does not make it better. But is that like a weird like popcorny kind of thing? Like here we have Crunch and Munch, and it's caramel coated popcorn and peanuts. But I feel like it should be really weird colors because it's monstrous, so it should be like lime green or something. It's like Cheetos. Like the crunchy Cheetos or like the puffy Cheetos? Because the crunchy Cheetos are gross except for the flamin' hot ones. And yet flamin' hot, poof Cheetos are disgusting. It's weird how the flavor changes with the texture. Hi, Sam, how are you? Ooh, the puffy. I love the puffy ones. They're my cheesy poops. The packaging is, but the snacks look perfectly normal. Those are only for cleaning it at work, not in the sprints. Though I have used some really cool, very specific ones. That's what Monster Munch is like, puffy in the shape of monster paws. That would actually be kind of cool. Like, ooh, I need to attack somebody with my snack. Rah! Or do they have, like, rude ones? Like, you have a puffy middle finger. Yep. Sorry, Sam. No gloves. Just hands and books. Do you have any books or snacks? They are paws. Or are they a gaping maw? Oh, jeez. Now you've got yourself into a snacking conundrum. First it was ice cream, and now it's, Monster Munch. I love how we haven't gotten to a single sprint yet. It's just been snacks and counting and chaos. Nope, they look like paws, but they're actually the whole monster. It looks a bit like Mike from Monsters Inc. Oh, Mike was adorable. Like, yay, I'm in the magazine. And it's got the skew over his face. He was such a happy little monster. No pickled onion, Vin. You have to get a good flavor. He's gonna be a. Oh, jeez. Okay. What the flip? Fine, fine. What in the world? That was possibly the weirdest thing I have ever seen. What in the world? So not sure what the heck that food was supposed to be, but it was some good claymation weirdness. Maybe it's because I eat the knockoff versions and they are claws. Apparently, did I have a feeling they were all really bad back in the 90s, but we were small children, we didn't notice. And then we chased off Elaine somehow. I don't know how we chased her off, but she hasn't been on in a minute. Soft mints. So was Earth. That's that beer stump, the Iron Brew. That's like a British beer or something, isn't it? Remember that was in Dave and Gareth were talking about that a couple weeks ago. Okay, I thought we might have chased you off with our weird snackage. Was banned as it caused too many people to be slapped by kids acting. We don't need much encouragement. I'll still do that. Iron Brew is a Coke? That is not a name I would associate with something like that. It sounds that like at least it should be like a, hard lemonade or something. Though soda is acceptable. Pop is for like northern. Being from Georgia, it's all called Coke. Even if it's Pepsi, it's Coke. And don't ask for Pepsi. Somebody might spit in it. So, is it orange flavored? Because if it's orange colored, it better be an orange flavored Coke. I love this screenshot. The guy is making the same face that I have when I hear these things. What the? That is wow. Got 2 hands left. Yeah, but it's Coke because they're the originals and there used to be Coke in the Coke. It started out as a headache medicine for a guy that got hit by a train. And then the other one's like, oh, hey, we could take this. Taste is very hard to describe. It's mostly an experience. That's a little scary. Is the little orange diaper man gonna run out and try to slap me? But Dr. Pepper is Coke. And it's one of the best Cokes. Dr. Pepper and Cherry Coke are where it's at. The rest are just kind of there. Does anybody actually drink regular, like, Coke flavored Coke? Because that's just gross. I'm from Atlanta. Coke is disgusting. Cherry Coke, yes. Dr. Pepper is amazing and I miss it. And the caffeine-free version does. I didn't realize caffeine had flavor until I was like, yay! They got a caffeine-free one, I can have it. And it does not taste the same. It's sad. But it's all Coke. You shut your mouth. That is blasphemy. Panda Cola? Never heard of that one. It's terrible, but it tastes like childhood. That's kind of like grilled cheese with that fake, like, Kraft cheese singles. We all know it's fake, but it feels like being an innocent child again. Panda Cola. That's weird. Bars. The bars. The only thing I ever got in a glass, they used to have IBC, which is the only acceptable drinkable root beer. The other stuff is strictly for making floats. But, oh, IBC is good. It's so freaking expensive and so much sugar, but it's so good. Milkman still does the pop deliveries if you want them, where you return. What? That's not just like a 1950s TV thing. Y'all actually have like Milkman. I thought that was strictly for old folks and movies. What? That's like the cheapest Coke there is. We'll have to like, yeah, UPS use some like A&W or something. No, we still have Milkmen. Not many people use them, but I still see them in the morning. That is so weird. I remember Aunt talking about having them as, when she was a kid, but she's also in her 80s, so, a little bit of, time difference. Oh, that's just wrong. Yeah, it's not my favorite. The IBC one is drinkable. Everything else, if you don't put vanilla ice cream in it, like, what are you doing? Why would you actually just drink root beer? It does have a kind of bittery taste. Again, it's, yeah, ginger root. That's some interesting mouthwash y'all have. That's weird. Oh my jeez. Yeah, this is how you know IBC is the good stuff. On Amazon, a 6-pack goes for $22.50. But you can buy a 12-pack of the A&W for $5. Which, if you can't get IBC, that's an acceptable-ish one. Oh, jeez. Are y'all finding some extra super creepy stuff? Y'all do some interesting ads over there. I will definitely give y'all that. You've been traumatized by the ads. You know it's a good ad when you've been traumatized. Usually it's just parents traumatizing. The snowman one. What? Are they all bad 90s? Oh god. How could the snowman be different than the US one? It's a snowman. Or did y'all do something dirty to the poor snowman? I mean, we do have a hot frosty movie. So, people are weird. Got some Ice Planet Barbarian snowmen going on. So, like Jack Frost from, what was it? Epic. Yeah. That was pretty good snowman. Everyone I just saw could have been. So, you mean it had boobs? Because, he's obsessed with them. Like, well, it's gonna horrify you, but then I just wanted to talk about boobs. And of course, that would be when somebody would pop it. We were summoned by the word boob. What's going on? Oh, gee. Oh, I hope not. She's gonna be really mad if it was the new one, and really embarrassed if it was one of the old ones. So, in our snowman, the kid makes the snowman, comes alive, becomes best friends, and then snowman melts and dies overnight, leaving behind the coal and the carrot only. That sounds about normal-ish. Aside from, it's just supposed to have buttons and not, mom's bra. I don't think snowmen get push-ups. I love the one with. Did they put the carrot somewhere besides the face? Because I could see some rascally grandpas doing that. Oh, jeez. Was your grandpa one of the, troublesome grandpas, Jenny? Always teaching you, here, don't tell your mom I taught you this. I don't know. Are you sure that's a kid's show? I mean, they did steal their mom's new bra to put on the snowman. We traumatize kids in acceptably horrifying ways. Oh. If you're not traumatizing the kids, like, what's the point of having them around? They exist purely for our entertainment. Humor. He's the most awesome. I don't really remember my grandpa. I just remember he always had a cigar or a pipe and a story about the green traffic light that was actually blue. And I think we've traumatized a few pop-in viewers. Welcome to the chaos. Stick around if you can handle it. If not, it's only going to get worse. I do have an image of the snowman in a bra. They'd say they do, but really they'd be sad because it wasn't the kid wearing it. And not the fun kind of lists like the ones that I'm on. You end up in like the, Catholic priest lists, which is okay so long as you're a politician. Then they turn a blind eye. If you're on the right side of the politician. there's a lot of lists coming up right now. Danny's trying to get everybody on a view. Yeah, I'm on the fun kind of list where, if something disappears, they knock on my door. That's the only kind of list I plan on being on. Oh, don't worry. I'm taking it over when I get there, so it's going to be fun for the people I like and really bad for the people that thought they were not going to end up there. Like, oh, you thought you were going to the other place? Oh, no, no, no. You deserve to be here more than I do. No marshmallows for you or sunscreen. Poke, poke, poke right into the pit. We will roast the marshmallows over you. And for the chicks, it will be that time all the time. I honestly have no idea what that book is about, but I've heard the name before. But her version of hell probably won't be as good as mine. I would have fun with hell. So I will never die. They gave me so many lives so that, I can't die and take over. She's on the clock app with her Hell's Bells. The clock app? What? There's not skits on my clock. It's just a clock. And I got to go to Hogwarts years ago. I want to go back. The real world sucks. Because I just keep thinking Beauty and the Beast because that bell has an extra E on it. Ooh. Now I'm just thinking of the Kesha song. I've never heard that one called the bell one. So I guess. Then again, our clocks, they're all digital now, so they don't make the noise. I think that app has that one. I need to find it again. It's the little kid throwing the big red ball at one of their siblings, and it hits them, bounces off onto the couch, and then bounces off that and hits the other one, and they both go down. And it always makes me cry because I laugh too much every single time. And then people say I'm evil for laughing at little kids get taken out by plastic red balls. But it makes me happy. And I haven't found that one in a while. So my friend sent it to me and then was like, "You're still watching it, aren't you? Because you're still laughing." Hi, Jack. How are you? What are you up to tonight? Skits are about a custom service desk and how where you don't have to be polite to all the idiots. You get to say what you've always wanted to say. Nice. What is that one chick's name? I've got a couple people on here that have lots of, skits in hell. And now I can't remember. I think Stanzy is one of them. Freaking cracks me up. And there's some. What is it? Yeah. Freaking cracks me up every time. I will have to look that one up. Shall we pretend to do our first sprint and really just look up videos that are really inappropriate? We'll at least get a little bit of reading done. And then, be done for. Because we know it's going to go right back to chaos. While we're doing the sprinting, I'm going to disappear for a minute. Yeah, it really is. I don't have much concentration. I was trying to see buttons with 7-year-old glasses. Haha, now it'll really make it hard. There we go. Well, thanks for stopping in, Elaine. It was fun. Hope you enjoyed all the chaos. You and the hubby have a good weekend and plenty of ice cream and snow. Night, then. Thanks for stopping in. With creepy 90 UK advertisements. Enjoy the weird chip flavors. And whatever the heck those monster things are. That might or might not be balls. How is your reading going, Jenny? Did you manage to knock a chapter off? It is definitely weird in this one. Nope, 9 pages. This is gonna take a while. Yeah, some of those books are definitely like longer to read. Weirdly enough, this one has taken me a while despite how tiny it is. Like it's trying to pretend it has the depth underneath all the sarcasm and weird names. Definitely not as long as the proper one, but not as I don't feel like I'm reading this as fast as I should for what it is. I only managed to get 12 pages. That's 106 to go. Maybe by this weekend. Be a very weird first entry. And no idea what on earth I'm gonna read after that. Do you have any plans for the weekend, or are you gonna get to hide in and get some more reading done? Full ghostage. Well, I guess we've somehow done some weird stuff. Got full ghostage. But that's okay. It's funny, but I just can't seem to focus. Yeah, I understand that one. I'm working later today. Oh, 1 a.m. It is pretty late there. Oh, geez, how late do you usually stay up if it's already 1 a.m. for you? You're just gonna stay up till 3 and then crash. That way you don't accidentally see 4 a.m. Depends on the distractions. Some of them are very good distractions. Sometimes not so much. Sometimes it's just my brain being rude. Yeah, this stream went off the rails and then everybody went bye-bye. It's more off the rails when you have more people to go crazy with. Even my puppies are being rude. Big girl and fluffy, little dummy were both sprawled out on the bed snoring and The other one's like, I was being a butthead cussing out the neighbors all day. I'm tired now. So he got tucked in and went to bed for the end of Two Towers and hasn't gotten up. No, but I got a little hi mama lick. And that was it all day. He didn't want to snuggle. Usually I can count on him being snuggly in at least one of my videos. But no. But now he's awake to cuss out people. I hear that fuss. Are you going to get one soon, or is just the living situation not, really conducive to puppies at the moment? Edward. I wish I could say that, but I don't work that much. It's mostly waiting on the ride. Because they keep messing with my hours. I just play with all the dogs that come in. Hey, that's kind of works. You get to love on them and snuggle on them, but you don't have to pay for the food, the vet, or, follow them with a bag. You just get the kiss and the cuddle and, all right, wagtail, bye. You never have to get on them, so you're always the best. Like, I want to refuse to give me a treat and I'm going to quit peeing in the house. Or quit cussing out the neighbors. Get your butt off the furniture. You're just going to climb on the furniture to cuss out the neighbors in the window. You don't get to be on the furniture. And apparently they disagree with that. So Franny was lazy. I love it. Little man was on the back of the chair cussing out people at the front of the house. She was laying there staring at the back window, but joining in on the cussing out people. You don't even know what he's barking at. She just joins in. She just likes the sound of her own bark. Yeah, that's Franny, who says she's overdue for her treat like 45 minutes before it's due. Do you have a bunch of regular dogs that come through, or is it just a random bunch whenever they feel like coming in? Two usually, Franco and Rusty. Ooh, sounds so cute. Are they big dogs? The big dogs are trustworthy. The little ones, they're a little sketchy. Though my house has it backwards. Because the big one's a liar and the little ones, tells them what to do. Staffies. Oh. If those are the ones I'm thinking of, those are some big boys. Nice. Yeah, I love the big ones. They never know that they're big. They're like, oh, I'm just going to climb in your lap and snuggle. Oh, did I just knock the air out of you? Thunk, thunk, thunk with the tail. Solid muscle, but very big. Sounds about right. It's like we had a black lab that I don't think she realized that she weighed more than I did when we were growing up. So I had lots of bruises from her tail. And lots of, thankfully, they were grass. Because she's like, hi, I'm happy to see you. You're going over, and I'm just going to stand there and lick you. Like, you weigh like 60% more than I do. But she was very enthusiastic every time I got home from school. I think it's going to be a snack and nap kind of night. But I don't know what I want to snack on. So I'm feeling lazy, so I don't want to have to cook dinner. It's when they still think that they're lapdogs. Mm-hmm. The big ones never grow out of it half the time. Brainy never knew how to be a lapdog, but I don't think that's so much size as she just has a lot of fur, so she's like, I'm always toasty. I want to be near my humans, but go away. It's too toasty. Like, when I have to have my fuzzy blanket because it's actually cold in the house, she's like, no, I don't want to be on the furniture. Oh, you just have like your summer weight blanket that's, yeah, nice and cool, doesn't retain the heat. Fine, I'll come cuddle for a little bit. Post treat, of course. She doesn't like all my fuzzy, it's cold out blankets that me and little man snuggle under. Scooter was a pampered boy. He was always on the furniture. And he wouldn't get in your lap, but he would plop up and go, this boob is mine, and just hold on to it and stare every guy in the room down. he was a four-legged pimp. I'd totally get another black lab if one decided to wander into my yard. Like, oh, your humans let you run? You're mine now. If we had a chocolate lab come visit, I'm like, nope. You know words and hand signals and you're clean. You're just on a freedom run. But I was like, if you want to come by on these days and I'm always home, come do another freedom run. I'll bring snacks. He tried to walk into the house. I'm like, if I wasn't sure you were somebody else's, you'd be mine now. My childhood dog seemed to favor my sister till he wanted out for a pee at 3. It's kind of like our black lab was my oldest brother's birthday present, but she was my pony. So she hung out with me. And then my parents, like the adoptive-ish ones, had a cat that when she was still kitten-ish age, she was mine because I'd throw the mouse for her until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. When she decided she was older and calmed down and wanted to sleep, she abandoned me for my adoptive-ish mom. She'll just lay in bed rubbing my belly all day. This is my life now. Except for when I'd come to visit, she's like, all right, this is my human, but I will sit outside and guard your door after you do your day of penance for leaving. And she would lay there and, dare daddy to make noise in the morning before I got up. No boys allowed. And that includes daddy's noise. I don't care if your office is across the hall or, the kitchen, whatever. No making noise. Or she'd glare at him. And then abandon me the rest of the day when she got her breakfast cut. Silly kitties. What kind of dog did your you have at 3 o'clock in the morning? My bestie dog used to cry whenever. Oh, that's just harsh. Yeah, you're here, but screw you. I want that one. Penny was a black one. Ooh. Yep, those are like the bestest. Where are you going, Thunker? Franny just came, trouncing out of the bedroom, doing her bully walk. Silly big thunker. Do you know my bestie's dog was a German Shepherd? Ooh. My sister-in-law had one of those. It was supposed to be a police dog. Lucy was very sweet, not very bright or spatially aware. They tried playing fetch in a apartment and she couldn't figure out that she couldn't turn in the hallway. She would thunk the wall every single time. But she was very sweet. Now I don't know. They've got some kind of black fluffy mix. Just an adorable, pound puppy. She had an obsession with rocks, digging them and carrying them whenever. She even had a favorite one that she. No throwing your butt around, Franny. You're gonna break my laptop. Gotta hold your own butt. She came for a visit. What are you plotting, big girl? And abandoned. You'd never guess I was the one that found her at the shelter. Shoot. Oh my goodness. 4 is way too young. That's not fair. Doggies are supposed to live to be like 40. Poor baby. Was she sick or was there like an evil human that. I'm dreading the day with little man. Oldest. I would accept 32. My last baby was only 9. And then Jackie Boy was 12. Which for a cat is very young. This little man's only 8.5. He's only got a little bit of white, but I refuse to acknowledge it. He's still a puppy. She was sick, but we think it was something that the first vet missed. Second said, "Oh, the poor sweet baby." Vets suck. She had some good puppy years. She never had to deal with being the old part. I'm sorry. She can go play with the other puppies now. Perma fetch. She loved the beach but hated the water. Quite the little. Isn't that every dog though? Like they're all freaking weirdos. Franny, like, yeah, if you like bust out a pool, they're like, "Oh my god, that's a trick. You're abusing us." Huh. Yeah. Come in, just walk away. Like Low Man, when he was a puppy, We would take him to campus and he would have to drink in the stream, but only if he was standing in it so he was like chest deep. But if you try to get him in the tub or it rains or you buy him a little pool for the backyard, he ain't having that. You couldn't drink without being soaking wet on a walk. But yeah, I get you a kiddie pool and you avoid it like I'm trying to like boil you alive. As if it wasn't in the shade full of cold water. And I looked forever to get him that pool too. I'm like, we're not getting the ginormous one because I have to carry it home. We got the little tiny kiddie pool that was sold out everywhere for the longest. And he was like, nope. He would run around it. Juno sold for 2 days after one of her baths. She looked so. Oh, you should have seen the puppies we had when I was little. I gave them their first bath, and their eyes like just bugged out. Like, she's trying to drown us. That poor thing was literally just shaking. I had to like bundle them up and rock them in front of the heater. They didn't trust me for a long time after that. I'm like, you had a bath in a shoebox. It was a little plastic one. It was a little shoebox. You could have stood up. The water was so shallow. He was like, no. They were not happy. She was so mad she wouldn't even listen. But did she get her revenge? Because, oh, my baby was the worst. We had to take him to the groomers to get cleaned. It's the only dog I've ever had to do this with. But you cannot get him in the tub and trying to like tether him to something. Yeah, he tried to drag me in the street to get away from the hose. So I had to go and pay to have him groomed every month. Took him to the park to apologize. He broke off the leash and dove in a muddy freaking stream. And then suddenly he was happy again. Like, the treats and the walk did nothing, but getting dirty again. Butthead. Ours try that. That's why they stay locked in the bathroom until they're down to just slightly damp. Because Franny, I swear she's part duck. Her fur does not get wet, but she dries off really easily. Low man gets wet in a heartbeat, but he is a pain in the butt. I use like 3 towels on his tiny butt and like 1 on her. She's just straight up like, nope, she's hydrophobic. Like, I can't get you wet enough to get the soap to lather. Half a towel. Oh, she's dry now. And then immediately gets out and goes, let me run to the bed. I'm going to roll on this. Oh, how about the couch? Would that be nice too? If you block off the bed? Like, I am not falling for that. You're not going outside till you're fully dry because I know what y'all are going to do. But hey, they're lucky they're cute because they are very vengeful. I love the quirky personalities. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's not some. They're all weird. It's just all in a different way. Some is a good weird, some is a what the heck is wrong with you weird. But they're all weird. Oh man. Oscar, come here. What are you doing, silly boy? Ah, hello. Be my good boy. You just don't like Mama's chair, do you? Oh, do I have to get a new chair? Well, thanks for stopping in. It's been a fun night. And oh, yeah, it is very late for you. I think actually, I'm gonna call it quits because little man won't snuggle with me in here. So I have to go back to the living room so I can get my puppy cuddles. But it was fun having you. Hopefully, you don't have too many crappy customers tomorrow. May they all bring their doggies. Good night, Jenny. Every time I hear bookies, I just think like, criminal guys running a sports racket. I'm gonna break your knees if you don't pay. And they're gonna send you to do it with the baseball bat. They're always bad guys in the TV shows. Good night. Tempting. No breaking knees with the baseball bat. Then they'll think I gave you the idea. Maybe with the phone book. Like, stop interrupting my reading. Make an example out of one of them, and the rest of them let you read all shift. Home in the UK, it'll be a cricket bat. Yeah, we have that here. It's just a weird backyard thing that nobody actually knows how to play. It's just an excuse to hit balls and swing rackets. One day I'll figure out the rules, maybe. As girls, I thought we excelled. Oh, we do. We, I'm just the right height for that. They never see it coming. Suckers. See, they sometimes they expect that, so you gotta, go something else so their guards down. Yes, go get your sleep, Jenny. It's late there. I'll see you next week, probably. Gotta get some good videos Well, seeing as I'm alone now, we're gonna go ahead and call it. Hope if anyone stops in on the replay, y'all get some good giggles out of this. And I will see you next week. Bye. Happy reading.